startup. Stage 1 is transonic.
Stage 1 landing weird startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying. Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello y'all. Hello y'all. This is Nectar Spacey and welcome to my channel of today's Starlink mission. I'm your host from Nectar Spacey. We are ready for this launch from Vandenberg Space Force Station. Let's get into the mission details. This is Starlink Group 9-1. The launch time for this mission is Tuesday, June 18th, 2024 at 10:40 p.m. CDT. This is a Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket. It is owned by SpaceX. The booster that will be supporting this mission is B-1082 on its 5th flight on its 40th day turnaround. It will be landing of course I still love you, and this will mark the 330th Falcon recovery attempt ever. This will be the Starlink Group 9-1 is SpaceX's launch of Starlink V2 mini Starlinks for their second generation high-speed low Earth orbit internet constellations. 13 out of the 20 satellites launching on this mission will have direct-to-cell capabilities. There are 20 payloads, and they're going to low Earth orbit. This mission will be launching from Slick 4 East, Vandenberg Space Force Station, Vandenberg Space Force Base, and dang, you can't say that, California, USA. Also be the 115th orbital launch attempt of 2024, the 361st mission of SpaceX, for SpaceX overall, and the 61st mission for SpaceX of this year. This will be the 347th mission of a Falcon 9 and the 61st mission of a Falcon 9 of this year. So, manifesting B-1082. I did stream B-1082's first flight. Go check that out. B-1082 was on its debut flight, so I got to stream it. You got to see why. You got to see it go up. So, of that being said, This booster previously supported Starlink 7-9, Starlink Group 7-14. Well, after this booster was made, this booster has been flying all this year. So it's flying 2024. It was being manufactured in 2023. So, anyways, the first this booster is previously supported Starlink Group 7-9, Starlink Group 7-14, USF 62/WSF-M1, Starlink Group 8-2, and today is Starlink Group 9-1, which will be its first mission in 40 days. Let's watch that first flight of B-1082 and see its historical achievements it accomplished.
Know that Falcon Stage 2 LOX load is complete. So at this point in time, Falcon 9 is now fully loaded with all of its propellants, equaling 1 million pounds of liquid fuel and oxygen. Now in about a few seconds, we'll hear a call out that Falcon 9 is in startup. That means that the onboard flight computers have taken over the launch countdown.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
All right. Right now, Stage 1 and Stage 2 are beginning to pressurize to their final pressure prior to launch.
LD is go for launch.
All right, that's the final go needed for tonight's launch, coming to us from our launch director. So at this point in time, at T-minus 35 seconds, all systems are go for liftoff of Falcon 9 with our Starlink satellites, including our first 6 direct-to-cell satellites. Let's listen in on the final count.
T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff of Falcon 9.
Vehicle is pitching downrange. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
At T plus 33 seconds, you are watching Falcon 9 accelerate our Starlink satellites out into space. We are throttling down our engines on the first stage vehicle, and that is in preparation for max Q.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Good call-outs there. Max Q is the largest amount of stresses that the vehicle sees on ascent, so we do slow the vehicle down just a little bit in preparation for passing through max Q. And that should be coming up.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
That should be coming up here in just under 10 seconds.
Max Q.
Great news, we have passed through max Q.
All right, we're a minute and a half into...
MVAC engine chill has started.
That call there tells us that the engine on the second stage, that MVAC, has begun to flow some super chilled liquid oxygen through the engine to begin to bring that hardware down in temperature. We're less than a minute away from main engine cutoff, stage separation, second engine start. Those all happen really quickly, so don't blink. After that, we will jettison the fairings. At this point in time, the first stage is experiencing about 3.3 Gs. Beautiful view there on your screen of the vehicle as it's just lifted off from Vandenberg Space Force Base. It's now able to see that plume beginning to deplete as we are preparing for main engine cutoff.
Main
Main engine cut off. Stage separation confirmed.
All right, as you can see there on your screen, successful MVAC ignition there on your right-hand side. And before that, we had first stage engine shutdown and stage separation. We can see here on the left-hand side of the screen, the first stage grid fins starting to deploy. Those help steer the booster back to its precise landing.
Fairing separation confirmed.
All right, as you heard and just saw, successful fairing separation. That marks the 9th flight for one of those fairing halves and the 11th flight for the other. We, of course, will attempt to recover those fairing halves again to use on a future flight.
Plus 3 minutes and 48 seconds into flight, and right now you are looking at a view from the second stage vehicle looking at our MVAC engine, glowing very brightly there. The first stage is making its way back down to Earth right now, and it does take 2 burns to make its way back down to our drone ship, which is, of course, I Still Love You for tonight's scheduled landing. Those 2 burns coming up will be the entry burn, which is just about a couple minutes away from now, followed by the landing burn. The entry burn is where we reignite 3 of the 9 M1D engines on the vehicle, and that helps slow the stage down as it's re-entering back into the Earth's atmosphere. Then once we shut down those engines to conclude the entry burn, the atmosphere actually scrubs most of the velocity as it's making its way back to its landing zone. And then we use one final burn, a single engine burn. The center E9 engine will reignite, and that will help to slow the vehicle down just in time to touch down for landing. Again, the entry burn on the first stage is coming up in a little over a minute from now. And though you can't see it on your screen, on the bottom left-hand corner, you could see the telemetry of the Stage 1 vehicle, so you could see its speed and altitude. And for the second stage vehicle on your right hand, the right bottom corner of your screen is where you can see the telemetry for Stage 2. We're about 1 minute away from the entry burn on the first stage vehicle.
Both vehicles following a nominal trajectory.
And good call-outs there. Both first stage and second stage are following nominal trajectories. Today's mission marks SpaceX's 296th overall launch, and it is the first of 2024. Again, it is carrying our Starlink satellites for this mission, including our first 6 direct-to-cell satellites. Now that entry burn on the first stage is coming up in just under 20 seconds. There you can see on your left-hand screen is a view from the first stage.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Good timing, we heard that call out, and now you can see on your screen those engines have relit on the first stage vehicle. This is just about a 20-second burn.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And there we heard that call out, as well as you could see that the engines have shut down on the first stage vehicle. That concludes the entry burn, the first of 2 burns that the first stage requires to make its way back to landing. The next burn is the landing burn, coming up in just about a minute and a half.
Stage 1 FTS has safed.
Everything continues to look good for both the first and second stage. If you've been following along with that altitude there on the left-hand side of your screen for Stage 1, it actually kept increasing in altitude until about 4.5 minutes, T plus 4.5 minutes. As we can see, it's getting closer and closer. We are targeting a landing on our drone ship. Just read the instructions. Excuse me, of course, I
Stage
still
1
love you.
transonic.
And there we just heard the call out that the first stage is transonic, telling us that it is traveling near the speed of sound. Now only 6 kilometers above the ocean. So in about 12 seconds, we should see that landing burn ignite. That's a 1-engine burn designed to bring
Stage
the
1
booster.
landing burn.
There we heard the call out, so we should see it here. There we go. So the first stage has lit 1 engine to prepare for landing.
Stage 2 FTS has safed.
We're targeting a landing on our drone ship, which you there
Landing leg deploy.
see there now. Of course, I still love you.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
A beautiful nighttime shot there of a successful landing. That is Falcon 9 touching down for the 260.
As you saw there, B1080, or I mean not B1080, that booster landed on, of course I still love you, which will, this booster is the same booster they'll be flying today, which will be landing on the same drone ship it did 5 flights ago, or 4 flights actually. So I'm gonna get our weather briefing. So we'll know what weather it is, how bad the weather is, or how good the weather is. So the only thing that we're keeping an eye for is small craft advisory around the area. Alright, the weather actually looks pretty good. It looks 100% go. I'm just joking. Probably 95% go. No storms at all, surprisingly. No, it's not cloudy at all in the area. It is perfect for liftoff. Wow, that's surprising for Vandenberg. Anyways, we got our weather briefing. Actually now, hello again. Hey, meow again. Whatever. Seems like we're doing some more deja vu. Anyways, back to the simulations that we're gonna do again for this mission. So much deja vu. Uh, anyways, opening that so y'all can see it. So y'all know what to do when y'all see it. You can see it now. There's the Falcon 9 rocket getting ready for its simulated launch. And daytime and weather like this. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff, Falcon 9. Vehicles pitching. Oh, what? Vehicles pitching down. Over. Vehicle supersonic. Carry for Miko. Miko. Engine cut off. Stage separation confirmed. And back ignition. Second stage, pad telemetry nominal. First stage, grid fins deploy. You will probably see a little bit of or you'll see a little bit of day still. So don't worry, you'll probably still get to see a day launch and landing. But second stage is on a nominal trajectory and is stable in a stable position. First stage is still nominal with its ascent. It is finished with the ascent and ready for its descent. And it's now descending as we speak. The second stage is still going. You can hear it from the. Ooh, look at that. That looks beautiful. Wow, that looks cool. Second stage is still nominal. Everything's still nominal. Everything's still nominal with the second stage. And the first stage is getting ready for its entry burn. Stage 1 entry burn startup. Stage 1 entry burn shutdown. It's CRS 16 now. Booster transonic. Booster line burn. Expected loss of booster. Coming in hot. We might not make it. Layer legs are deployed. 2 landings in 1 day. And successful touchdown, a B-1082 with almost a loss of the booster, but I saved it. So that's amazing. I almost lost it, but kind of replicated a CRS-16 right there. Anyways, grid fins are now going to be closing. The booster does look like it's at a sharp angle. Let me just fix that. Yeah, that's good enough. So, yep, B-10A2 has landed successfully. So that'll be ending that section. Now we're going to be awaiting propellant pooling on Falcon 9. So we can get to see this launch. Second launch, well, this is the first launch of the day since Astra 1P delayed. This might be our only launch. This will be the only launch for today, unfortunately. But hey, better safe than sorry. Alright, so I'm going to go on Twitter and just check for any updates about this mission, anything relating to it. But I'll go ahead and read off all the SpaceX mission details for y'all, what SpaceX said. Alright, we should be definitely seeing a little bit of daylight during this launch. SpaceX is currently targeting June 18th for a Falcon 9 launch of 20 Starlink satellites, including 13 direct-to-cell capabilities to low Earth orbit from Space Launch Complex 4E, Slick 4E, at Vandenberg Space Force Station, Florida. I mean, not Florida. I just said Florida. California. Liftoff is currently targeted for 8:40 p.m. PT, with backup opportunities available until 11:36 p.m. PT, if needed. Additional opportunities are also available on Wednesday, June 19th, starting at 8:20 p.m. ET. A live webcast of this mission will begin on X about 5 minutes prior to liftoff. Watch live. This is the 5th flight for the first stage booster supporting this mission, which previously launched USF-62 and 3 Starlink missions. Dang, that's pretty sad. This booster is pretty sad. I think it should get shot with a gun. I think it should get tossed. Following stage separation, the first stage booster will land with Of Course I Still Love You drone ship, which will be stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. In the Pacific Ocean. Before the launch, at 38 minutes, SpaceX launch director verifies go for propellant loading. At 35 minutes, RP1 loading on the rocket begins, and first stage LOX loading begins at the same time. At 16 minutes, the second stage LOX loading begins. At 7 minutes, first stage engine chill down sequence happens. At 1 minute, the flight computer pressurizes for launch and does final pre-launch checkouts. At 45 minutes, the launch director verifies go for launch. At 3 seconds, engine ignition sequence happens, and 0 seconds liftoff happens. After launch, at 1 minute 10 seconds, max Q happens. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the first stage engine cuts off. At 2 minutes and 34 seconds, the first and second stages separate, and 2 minutes and 41 seconds, the second stage engine starts. At 3 minutes and 5 seconds, the fairing deployment happens. At 6 minutes and 8 seconds, the first stage entry burn begins. 6 minutes and 31 seconds, the first stage entry burn ends. And at 7 minutes and 55 seconds, the first stage land burn begins, and at 8 minutes and 18 seconds, the first stage lands. At 8 minutes and 43 seconds, the second stage engine cuts off. At 53 minutes and 13 seconds, the second stage engine cuts off. It cuts on. Wait, yeah, cuts on. And at 1 second after that, it cuts off. At 1 hour and 7 minutes, or 1 hour and 7 seconds, the Starlink satellites deploy, ending the mission. So, for the first stage is launch, ascent, stage separation, flip maneuver, Griffins deploy, entry burn, aerodynamic guidance, vertical landing, autonomous drone ship landing. For the second stage is launch, ascent, stage separation, fairing separation, and payload separation. In that order, launch, landing, and deployment. And all these times I just said are approximate for said SpaceX. Alright. So, any more recent updates on this mission? Or any, like, like, or actually appointments about, or appointing about it. Later, on June 17th, later that night, Falcon 9 will launch 20 Starlink satellites to orbit from California. Another update, targeting tomorrow for one Starlink launch from California, which is this launch we're doing, and we're about ready for propellant loading. I'm going to update our T0. It's probably a little bit off. Just trying to get the T0 correct. There is no actual set T0. Well, there is, but it's kind of hard to do without having a stream counting down from it. Actually, I have a good way to set the T0. RP1 loading on the rock has begun, and LOX loading on the first stage has begun. nominal for a 10:40 p.m. launch. So, if we abort now, we're done for the day. But everything still looks nominal. So hopefully, we'll get to see a liftoff. So tomorrow's launch is at 4:25 p.m. So I'll stream that tomorrow. Also be ready for a Falcon Heavy launch at June 25th, 2024 at 4:16 p.m. CDT. Yeah, we're only T-minus 24 minutes and 34 seconds until the launch. Also, I would be starting my Aster 1P launch about at 45 minutes before the launch. So we're actually 4.30 minutes before the launch. So basically, technically, be ready to start showing screens and sound at T-minus 4 minutes. So starting the stream at T-minus 4 minutes. At T-minus 42 minutes and 30 seconds until the launch. Also, go subscribe to me on Daily Motion. That's where I'll be posting videos, but I'll be live streaming on YouTube. So it's a mixed versa. Anyways, we're T-minus 20 minutes and 27 seconds until liftoff happens. Second stage locks loading should begin. If anybody if anybody else is in the stream, just say hello in the chat. Help! I'm dying. Help me! Anyways, we're still on track. We're under 50 minutes until the launch. Everything still is nominal on board Falcon 9, and we're on Falcon 9, and SpaceX teams are currently tracking a 90% favor or 90% good weather and a 10% chance of a weather violation. We're under your 13 minutes until launch. We're under 12 minutes, or actually under 11 minutes and 30 seconds. SpaceX's stream should start in 4 minutes, under 4 minutes from now. Alright, we should be coming up on engine chill down sequence on the second stage. Soon, in about 25 seconds. Anyways, enjoy the launch and liftoff. I mean, that's the same thing. Enjoy the launch and landing now. See you after the launch. Bye!
Falcon 9 tanks are pressing for Stromback retract. Stage 1 lock slot is complete. Stage 2 lock float is complete. Falcon 9 is in startup.
Go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. And liftoff of Falcon 9. Go SpaceX. Go direct to south.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 chamber pressures are nominal.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Max Q.
MVAC chill has started. Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Stage 1 entry burn startup. Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Stage 1 FTSS saved.
Stage 1 transonic.
Stage 2 FTSS saved.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
MVAC shutdown.
That was amazing, launch and landing on Falcon 9. I'll watch some replays of that. Thank you for watching. This is Next Space E. See you for Astro 1P tomorrow at 4:25 p.m. CDT. 5:25 p.m. EDT. See y'all later. Bye bye.
Three, two, one. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing weird startup.